today's practice, you're going to need 3 blankets or towels. And we're just going to start today in just a comfortable seat. Just have your blankets folded and set to the side for now. And as you get settled in here, you're welcome to just close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Let the palms rest over your knees. And just start to connect with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Just feel your breath traveling in and out of your body. Notice that by focusing on your breath, it allows you to come into this present moment. It allows you to check in with your body. By paying attention to your breath, it's a little easier to drown out any outside distractions. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed, but start to roll out your neck. Just rolling your head towards one shoulder, and then chin to chest, over to the other shoulder. Slow movement here. Roll your head to each side one more time. And then you can bring your head back to center. Reach your right arm down and out to the right. Relax the shoulders. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And use your left hand to just gently add a little pressure to the head. Very slowly lift your chin up slightly. Gently release the left hand, bring your head to center. Have that left hand reaching down and out to the left. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Use that right hand to just add a little pressure. Gently draw your chin slightly up. Gently release the hand. Head comes back to center. clasp the hands behind you, pull your knuckles down, shoulder blades together, heart comes forward. Take an inhale, slowly lift your chin up. Exhale, lower your chin down to your chest. Again, inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Stay here a moment. Continue to push the heart forward. Draw the chin to your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently release those hands. Take a moment, circle out the shoulders one direction. And then the other direction. For anyone that's just joining in, just a reminder to make sure you have 3 blankets or towels nearby. Go ahead and come to stillness in the upper body. Take a deep breath in here, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, start to fold forward and just walk those hands out in front, just far as comfortable. Try and keep those sit bones pressing down into your mat. Breath in, start to lift the chest, walk those hands back and towards your body. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs so your other leg is in front. Take your left hand to your right knee and just twist over to the right. Gently turn your head towards your right shoulder. Slowly come through center. Right hand to left knee, twist to your left, turn the head towards the left shoulder. Return back to center. Again, slowly start to fold forward. Walk those hands out in front. Continue to keep those sit bones pressing into your mat. This side might feel a little bit different with the other leg in front. Just breathe into the low back and the hips. Breath in, lift the chest, walk those hands back in towards your body. Reach both arms up to the sky, stretch up through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come together at your heart. Go ahead and lean forward. Let's make our way into tabletop. As we come into our tabletop, just find what feels good. Maybe it's a few rounds of cat-cow. Maybe it's moving the hips from side to side, or maybe it's some big circles. Just find what your body needs right now. inhale, return to stillness. Straighten your right leg back behind you, toes press into the ground. Rock a little forward and back, pressing out through your heel. And now keeping that right leg straight, slowly lift your foot off your mat, ankle in line with your hip. And I just want you to circle out that right ankle one direction, and then the other. And then point and flex the foot. And then keeping that right leg straight. Bring that leg over to the left. Push your hips to the right and look over your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in here. You're going to bring that right leg all the way over to the right. Inner foot presses into the ground. Should feel a little stretch through that inner right thigh. You're going to keep the legs right where they are, but I want you to sit back towards your heels. And then inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit back towards the heels. Inhale, forward. Keep going a couple more times. Keep that right leg strong and engaged. And then I want you to sit back onto the heel, or at least far as comfortable. Continue to reach those arms out towards the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Slowly come back up. Return back to your hands and knees. Take a moment, just rock those hips side to side. And then other leg, straighten that left leg back behind you. Toes press into the ground. Just rock a little forward and back. Now lift that left foot off your mat. Circle out that left ankle one direction. And then the other. And then point and flex the foot. And now slide that leg over to the right. Push your hips to the left, turn your head, look over the right shoulder. And now bring that leg all the way to the left. Inner foot presses into the ground. Engaging that left thigh, feel a little stretch through the inner thigh. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sit back towards that right heel. And inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit back far as comfortable. Inhale, forward. Keep that going. And the next time you sink back, hold it there. Lower down, far as comfortable. Reach those arms out in front of you. Take Take a deep breath in, rise back up. Return back to your tabletop, hands and knees, and just shake those hips side to side. And then curl your toes under and sit back on your heels. Sitting up nice and tall. For some, this could be a really big stretch for the foot. So continue to take those deep breaths. If this is a really big stretch for you, we won't be here too long. But for a little distraction here, clasp those hands. Open up palms in front of you. Straighten those arms out. Pushing out through the hands. Inhale, reach your arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower hands in line with your nose. Inhale, reach up, continue to press out through the palms. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Uncurl those toes, maybe point the feet, shake out those legs. Allow your big toes to come together, knees out wide. Sit back towards your heels and reach your arms out in front of you. Active child's pose. Take a full breath in. Exhale it out. I want you to bring your palms together. Start to bend the elbows. Send your fingertips pointing up to the sky. Bar's comfortable, walk those elbows towards the front of your mat, but continue to sink back towards your heels. Start to bring the thumbs towards the back of your neck. Gently release the hands back to your mat. Walk those hands closer to your shoulders. Bring the knees under the hips, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out those feet. From your down dog, on your inhale, shift forward into a plank. You can always let the knees drop. On your exhale, hug the elbows and lower down to your belly. Top of the feet press down. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, release. Big toes together. Inhale, tabletop. Sit back, child's pose. Keep the knees together, but reach those arms out in front of you. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, tabletop, curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, plank. Drop the knees. Exhale, down to your belly. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, release. Keep the knees and feet together. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Go through that on your own. Follow your breath. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Keep going here. Once you get back to your child's pose, take a breath and go through that one more time. After those 2 rounds, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Have those feet about hip width apart, bend those knees. Let that upper body hang heavy, grab those elbows and just sway back and forth. Let your head feel heavy, maybe shake the head a little, yes and no. And then while pressing down into those feet, very slowly on your inhale, start to stand all the way up. Reach those arms up to the sky, full body stretch. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Take a little side bend over to the right. Hips push to the left. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale up through center, left hand to left hip. Right arm reaches up and over to the left. Return back to center. Clasp those hands behind you. Inhale, heart forward, lift the chin. Exhale, forward fold. Send those arms up to the sky. Just like earlier, little bend in the knees. Relax that upper body. Let gravity do the work. And then release those hands. Step back to a plank and lower down to your belly. Your choice here, take a cobra or an upward facing dog. Take a moment, stay here. Feel the heart coming forward, draw the shoulders back. Pull the belly in, take an inhale. Exhale, move into down dog. From your down dog, inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips, open to the right, but turn to look under your left armpit. Take an inhale. On your exhale, gently step between the hands, lower your back knee. Lift the chest, reach those arms up to the sky. Bring the palms together overhead, hug the elbows to your ears. Just like we did in our child's pose, bend the elbows, send the thumbs to the back of your neck. Hug the elbows into your ears. Push those hips forward and down, lift the chest. Take an inhale, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Straighten that front leg, lift the toes, fold forward, half split. Inhale, come back to your low lunge, curl those toes under. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hips, open to the left. Turn the head to look underneath the right armpit. Take an inhale. Exhale, step between the hands, lower your back knee. Lift the chest, reach those arms to the sky, low lunge. Palms come together overhead, hug the elbows in. Bend the arms, thumbs to the back of your neck. Gently push your hips forward and down. Tiny back bend, lift your heart. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to mat. Straighten that front leg, flex your foot. Fold forward. On your inhale, come back to your low lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, just rise up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down into those feet to rise all the way up. Thumbs point back, exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Your choice, you can do a vinyasa, step back to plank, or head straight to down dog. From your down dog, inhale, raise the right leg to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips. Deep breath in. Little different here. On your exhale, step your foot to the pinky side of that right hand. Let that back knee drop down. So that right foot is towards the right edge of your mat. Turn the foot so the toes come off your mat. Lift the big foot up. Take that right hand, gently press into your right knee. Open up, heart to the sky, lift your chin. Feel those hips pushing forward and down. A little bit of a deeper back bend here. Take an inhale. And then exhale, just fold forward. Drop the shoulder towards that right knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift the chin up to the sky. Push those hips forward and down. Exhale, send those hips back slightly and fold forward. Shoulder towards the knee. Again, inhale, push those hips forward, lift the heart and chin. Exhale, fold and drop the shoulder. One more time through, follow your breath. And then return back to center. Take those hands right underneath your shoulders. You can either stay right here or maybe come down to the forearms. Wherever you are, just kind of rock a little side to side. Really getting into those hips. Remember your breath. You're on the forearms, go ahead and come back to those hands, curl the back toes under, and step back, down dog. May want to shake that right leg out a little, or just pedal out those feet. And then inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, bend the knees, stack the hips, open to the left. Take an inhale. On your exhale, step to the pinky side of that left hand. Back knee drops down. Pivot the foot so toes come off your mat, but lift your inner foot up. Right hand presses down, left hand presses into your knee. Gently sink the hips forward and down, lift the heart and the chin. Take an inhale. Exhale, send those hips back slightly. Sink the chest and shoulder down. Again, inhale, sink the hips down, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, hips back slightly, heart and shoulder down. Go through this 2 more times. After that second round, you can come back to center. And then bring those hands down under the shoulders, stay here. Or drop to those forearms. And again, just gently move the hips side to side. You're on those forearms. Make your way back to your hands. Curl the back toes under. Step back, downward facing dog. Maybe shake that left leg out or pedal out the feet. From your down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. Bring your feet almost about as wide as your mat. Point the toes out. Toes are spilling off your mat. From here, start to sink those hips down, coming into a yogi squat. Start by having the heels lifted and just kind of rock a little back and forth. Coming up onto one toe and then the other. Then allow those heels to come down towards the mat. Push into those hands, straighten those legs. Point the toes forward and just fold. Maybe grab the elbows, sway a little side to side. Good, bring those hands back to your mat. Again, have the heels in, toes pointing out. Take an inhale. On your exhale, come back to that yogi squat. This time, if you can, try and have those heels pressing into your mat. If the heels have to lift up, that's okay. Try and bring the elbows to your inner thighs. If you can, bring the palms together near your heart. Feel the elbows press into the legs. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift your heart. If you need the hands on your mat, that's okay too. Have a steady, strong gaze right out in front of you. Breathe here. Take an inhale. Hands to mat. Use those legs. Push up. Walk those feet in just a little closer together and fold forward. Hang heavy. Walk those feet all the way together. Again, those heels may lift up, but just start to sit back and come all the way into a seat. Have those hands behind you. Just windshield wiper those knees back and forth. Sitting up nice and tall. Go ahead and straighten your legs out in front of you. Feet flex, toes point up to the sky. Deep breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Just far as you can here, just allow that upper body to relax. Your next inhale, slowly sit up nice and tall. Either keeping your hands on your thighs or maybe place them behind you, but I want you to point and flex the feet. Just switching back and forth. All right. I want you to grab your blankets here. I'm going to give you a couple options. We're going to be coming into child's pose. We'll just be here just a couple minutes, so if it's comfortable enough for you, you can sit back on the heels and you can lower your chest and forehead all the way down. Then you don't need any blankets. One option, if maybe the hips don't reach the heels, take a blanket, place it over your calves, and then sit back onto that blanket. Another option as well is to take your other blankets, loosely roll them up, place them long ways in front of you, and then you're just going to lower your torso down onto those blankets, letting the knees come out wide as comfortable, and just letting that upper body hang heavy. If you're resting on a blanket, I'd recommend just turning your head to one side. About halfway through, I'll have you turn your head the other direction. So take a moment, maybe fidget, wiggle around to get comfortable. But then just allow yourself to come into stillness. Just allow your body to feel heavy and supported. Just steady breaths in and out. You're resting on one cheek, go ahead and turn the head to rest on the other cheek. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Slowly push yourself up. Come into a tabletop. Bring the knees under the hips and just whatever feels good here. Move the hips side to side or straighten out one leg and then the other. if you were resting your torso on 2 rolled up blankets, keep them rolled up. If you didn't do that, take 2 blankets and roll them up. And this time you're going to place them parallel to the short edge of your mat. Take your 3rd blanket and just fold it up as much as you can. It's going to act as a pillow for your head. Place that towards the back of your mat, a little space between the 2 blankets here. You're going to sit with the left hip against the long blankets. You can just have the knees bent, feet behind you. You're going to start to lay the left side of your torso down onto those blankets. Lower that left shoulder all the way down onto your mat. And allow the left side of your head to rest on your pillow. I want you to reach that right arm up overhead. So this is a big stretch for the side of your body. Lean slightly back just so the right side of your chest points up towards the sky. Again, just allow yourself to settle in. Just enjoy this stillness. Just allow yourself to relax into this stretch. Take a few more deep breaths here. And then use that right hand to slowly push yourself up. All you have to do is, with your back facing the blankets, turn around, right hip against your long blankets. Lay the right side of your torso down, right shoulder on your mat, right side of the head on your pillow. Reach that left arm up and over. Slightly rotate so the left side of the chest points up. Just return back to that stillness. that left hand to gently push yourself up. You're going to keep one blanket rolled up. Just place it to the side. One blanket can go off to the side. We don't need that. And take your third blanket, fold it in this square. Fold up just one end about a third of the way. Place that blanket to the back of your mat. Slowly make your way onto your back and just allow your neck to rest on that fold in your blanket. You can bring the knees to your chest, keep the upper body relaxed, and just rock a little side to side. And then bring those feet down to your mat. Shift your hips over to the left and drop both knees down to the right. You can either keep the legs stacked on top or cross the left leg over the right like you would sitting in a chair. Allow your arms to come out to a T, heart open to the sky. Full breath in. Longer exhale out. One more round of breath. If you crossed your legs, uncross and bring the knees back to center. Shift your hips to the right, drop the legs to the left. Either keeping the legs stacked or cross the right over the left. Cross the legs, bring the knees back to center. Bring the feet out wide as your mat, knees come together to touch. You can just keep those arms out wide. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. go ahead and hug those knees in towards your chest. Maybe gently rock side to side. Without using too much effort, take that rolled up blanket. You're going to place it right underneath the knees and allow your legs to straighten out. So the back of those knees feel supported from that blanket. Gently walk the shoulder blades together. Let your arms rest at your sides. Feel that support of the earth underneath you. Feel every muscle soften. Just quiet your mind. Give yourself this gift of complete relaxation as we come to our final pose, Shavasana. I'm going to give you the option to stay here as long as you feel your body needs. No rush. Come out whenever you're ready. And when you are ready, just take your time. Slowly allow your body to come back to life. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Namaste.